Hi Clay Studio, this is Andy Shaw from LSU. Thanks Garth for including me in this exhibition, Pottery by Design. I have some cups with me. So these are juice cups, and they're part of a porcelain functional dishes series that I've been calling tableware. Tableware has been based on several premises, but I want to talk about two today. One of them is the round, and the other one is vacancy. So in previous works, I would use the wheel like many potters would for to create cylinders or to create other objects from the cylinders, stretch those out into various shapes, add bottoms, and that was really exciting to me. But I found something happening that I wasn't really expecting. Was that I was having people look at the bowls and they would say, "Well, what is this?" And I would say, "It's a bowl," and it seemed kind of confusing, and I wasn't sure what was happening. And then I started thinking about design as being communication. So I was realizing that something within my communication was not quite fitting or connecting. Right about then, I remembered a conversation that I had with my dad, probably about 10 years previous to this revelation. So we were talking about dishes again, and he more or less was following along the same route that these other folks I'm just sort of describing. And he looked at my bowls and he wasn't interested in them. He pulled out a commercial bowl from my mom's kitchen cabinet and said, "Because to me this is a bowl." It took probably about 10 years for me to realize, or at least to try to understand what he was getting at. And what I've come to decide on that is that for him, the round shape and this commercial shape, this consistent shape, when he saw it, it made him think of cereal, made him think of ice cream, made him think of salad, made him think of soup. And because the shape made him think about what he would put in it, that made it a functional object. The object was necessary, the object didn't really disappear, but it suggested something beyond itself. And so I really loved that. And so I thought that if my intention was to communicate function, that I should try to work within the language of that. So I decided that the vernacular of function was the round. And so I adopted round as the most decisive shaping choice of my career, being a wheel-throwing potter my whole career. But going back to the round was no accident. It wasn't anything that was relating to letting the wheel do what it does. It was a real decisive moment about connecting and communicating function. The second idea is vacancy, and vacancy is something that is actually really important to me. As an artist, I feel like my job is to address concerns that I have within form, within color, within pattern, surface composition, and I do that because it's a satisfying career. This is a great practice. And but making functional work, I know that I'm hoping that someone else will come to these objects and use them and find a way to integrate them into their homes. And for that to happen, I have to leave something open. So if I complete the work, this is my idea, and it's only related to my own work, but my feeling is if I if I complete the work too much, it doesn't leave room for the person at home. It excludes them. And so I use this idea of vacancy primarily in color, where I use just a very light blue-green celadon. It's kind of a neutral color. And many cooks who see my work, they say, "Hey, this is great. This is kind of a great canvas for displaying food or for presenting food or for serving food." And that's the way I look at it too, for people who grow vegetables in their garden and who really love cooking as well. They take pride in their garden, they take pride in what they're cooking, and I want to make sure that the dishes that I put together leave room for them to display that pride and to put this together for the families and friends. So vacancy is a way that I use the neutral glaze, pretty simple forms, and then color and texture. These are things that the cook can determine and change with every meal, and I really love that. I don't know that it's necessarily collaboration, but I think that when I leave a little bit of an opening in the work, it necessitates being completed, and that's the functional element. So those are two design ideas that I have going in this tableware series, and the response has been pretty good. I think people understand that on one level or another. So Garth, thanks for having this exhibition. I wish I could see it. Maybe I'll get to see some of these videos. Okay, thanks. See you.